Hi all, my name is K-Ming Chang. I'm the author of the forthcoming debut novel Bestiary, which is out on September 8th, 2020, and this is what I'm reading. So the first book I'd like to talk about is What Is Not Yours Is Not Yours by Helen Oyeyemi, which is an incredible collection of short stories that weaves together fabulism, uncanniness, queer love, and all of the elements that I love and that really have influenced me. Helen Oyeyemi has such a boundless imagination, and everything she writes is just imbued with such an energy, a playfulness, as well as lyricism. And I think this book will definitely satisfy you if you're also someone who loves to hop from character to character. This book is truly wild and gorgeous. So the second book I'd like to talk about is At the Bottom of the River by Jamaica Kincaid, which I just read really recently and immediately reread. It's a really slim book, but it's full of such kind of dense, viscous language. And Jamaica Kincaid, I'm a huge fan of her novel, The Autobiography of My Mother. And I think she writes about matriarchal storytelling and children's imaginations so well. And again, all of these stories are just so linguistically alive and innovative. And I definitely think this is a book to read if you want to kind of be immersed in this world where things that seem inanimate are actually completely alive. My third recommendation is The Magical Language of Others by E.J. Koh, which I read, I checked out from the library as an ebook. And this book is a memoir that follows E.J. Koh's life, her girlhood, her adolescence, and her early adulthood. Each chapter begins with a letter that her mother wrote her that's translated from Korean to English. She and her brother lived in California while her parents left to Korea to work on a contract that became kind of increasingly extended. So a lot of it is about loss and distance, but also tenderness and what it means to be part of a family. And the translations that are inside of the book are just incredible. Her voice, she's a poet, and so you can see that in her language and in the precision with which she writes. And another thing that really influenced me about this book was specifically the matrilineal storytelling and this idea of delving into the grandmother's and the mother's histories and colonial histories in order to understand her own and in order to understand herself as well. The final book I'm recommending is my own, Bestiary, which again is coming out September 8th. This book is a fabulous story that follows 3 generations of Taiwanese American women. And the youngest of the family grows a tiger tail overnight and kind of must unearth her family history in order to understand the context for this tale, both the intergenerational trauma and also all the intergenerational stories and healing that she has inherited.